Specialist. Implementation Engineer PowerEdge version 2.0 DE-4122. Real updated questions are valuable in your preparation. 1. A Dell EMC PowerEdge R740 server requires a vFlash SD card urgently. Additional vFlash cards and components from other servers are available. What is the recommended solution? A. Use a configuration option to convert an NVMe drive to a virtual vFlash. B. Use a configuration option to convert BOS to a virtual vFlash. C. Reuse an existing vFlash SD card from a 14G server. D. Reuse an existing vFlash SD card from either a 13G or 14G server. 2. How can the EPSA be accessed? A. IDRAC. B. Lifecycle controller. C. VMware vSphere plugin. D. OMSA. 3. What is a valid password option available from the IDRAC9 Unique ID feature? A. Encryption Default. B. Secure Default. C. Legacy generated. D. Randomly generated. 4. Which mobile devices are supported by Quick Sync 2.0 in 14G PowerEdge servers? A. Android devices only. B. iOS, Android, and Windows Phone devices. C. iOS and Android devices only. D. iOS devices only. 5. Which processor configuration is used by the Dell EMC PowerEdge R740 server? A. 4-socket AMD. B. 2-socket AMD. Circa 2-socket Intel. D. 4-socket Intel. 6. What is a key feature introduced in OpenManage Mobile v2.0? A. Access servers remotely through OME. B. Access SupportAssist reports. C. Access a virtual console VNC over SSH securely. D. Access IDRAC remotely. 7. An engineer needs to install an additional PSU on an existing single PSU Dell EMC PowerEdge R740. They complete the initial installation and cabling procedures. They connect an AC cable and the power distribution unit produces normal AC output. The engineer checks power management and sees that the new PSU is in the failed state. What task should be completed to troubleshoot this issue? A. Confirm the system input power cap is not set to low. B. Set the PSU AC redundancy to 1+1. C. Set the PSU AC redundancy to 1+0. D. Verify the new PSU is the same type and wattage rating. 8. What is a characteristic of out-of-band management? A. Dedicated device. B. Agent-based. C. Less secure. D. Dependent upon OS. 9. What is required to use the ISM Automatic System Recovery feature? A. Server administrator installed. B. OS watchdog timer disabled. C. Server administrator not installed. D. OS watchdog timer enabled. 10. A technician is sent on-site to troubleshoot a server that produced an error message during the most recent post, but then completed the post and booted to the operating system. The user cannot remember the specific error and no entry was made in the error log relating to this error. How can the technician find out what the error message was? A. Access the lifecycle controller and view the last boot cycle video capture entry. B. Reload the BIOS firmware. C. Export the server profile and analyze for any post errors. D. Access the IDRAC and view the last boot cycle video capture entry.